Morning, everyone. We're just about to get underway with the first match of the fourth event of the Players Series. I'm Matt Bryler. I'm here with Matt Schofield.
Hello, everybody.
Should be a good game, this one, Matt.
Yeah, I believe Newlove's been playing well.
Yeah, it seems to be. It seems to have really come on this year, to be honest. Hasn't it?
Yeah, he's never one to write off. He always gives it his all.
Certainly did well in the last event. Seems to have a very good run. I know he beat Morris at the latter stages.
Yeah, you'll know that better than most, won't you, Matt?
Yeah, unfortunately, it might have been in my bet the wrong way.
I did try warn you off. I ain't seen much of Whelan for a while, but...
Yeah, he seems to sort of dip off for a while, but he does seem to have really kicked back in recently. See how they get on with these legs on the new cloth.
Rapid.
Shoe for Jake. Yeah, they certainly are. We had a bit of a knock on them last night, didn't we? And they're playing really nice.
Yeah, they're very, very, very fast.
Yeah, they were very responsive as well, weren't they? His screw shots seemed effortless, really, on them. I think it's they were sort of playing quite big on the bags as well because of new cloths. I think the break and positional play is going to be massive today.
Newlove still using that racket cue from last night.
Yeah, yeah, he is, isn't he?
Wonder if he continues to play with it.
It's just going to be so many clearances with using the sharp rack and the way that they split and there these tables are playing. It's going to make it a very open game.
I think with these two it'd be open either way, but yeah.
Yeah, they don't really mess about, do they?
No. Just got the slightly awkward one, almost directly below the black.
Yeah, it's all about getting position on the one next to it, really, because you can just
Bump
put the
the
one
yellow.
next to it and bump the yellow.
Always lost his
Yeah,
light a little bit.
he's
Got
not
away with
bad.
that.
Yeah, he's not bad. He just a little bit thick there, didn't he?
He'd be happy with that, really, considering he lost his white a bit. He's not been on the money match scene for a long time, has he?
That's not his best shot, that. No, he hasn't. I mean, I guess he's probably not got that many challenges. He didn't really lose many. I can only think of one game that he lost for money. So that was against Rob Whelan.
All right, yeah. His favourite world rules,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, because he played Rob Whelan and Simon Ward within a week of each other. He lost to Rob and beat Simon.
He's been a bit ruthless with his money matches. He's very solid for money. He's playing the double. Oh, cut back.
Oh, he's found a seemingly impossible gap there.
Can't agree with you more. I had no idea it's come through that gap.
Yeah, I mean, when we're looking at it actually on the table, they wouldn't have thought
Did
it
he?
was possible. It looks bigger on
Did
the
the
screen
white-
than it does on the table.
Did the white hit above the right middle as we look?
No, he
I was going to say, how is it possible?
No, just below it, just missed the knuckle. Still not straightforward, these are for Jake.
Doesn't have to take them though, does he? He can just develop and take control because they are a bit awkward. I think with a sharp rack, you should always let your opponent take it off because it's effectively a referee then. Whereas if it's yourself, someone could pull you up on it, I guess.
I think as long as you agree beforehand that you're not going to call each other for the odd little nudge on the ball or something, then you're okay, really.
Well, it's easy to touch the ball with it, and it doesn't move.
Yeah.
But
it all depends on who you're playing and what you've agreed, really. In some of the matches that I've played, I just basically said beforehand, are we happy taking them off ourselves? We're not going to call each other on a little nudge.
well, no, in one of the I think it was the first event I played, Cowboys, and he's took it off and completely moved the ball, and I just said put it back.
Yeah, exactly.
We had no idea where it was, but we put it back.
Yeah.
It's a game of pool. It's not life or death. Are you leaving the ball near the black till near the end? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, maybe even. Yeah,
he's not got much angle now, has he? So
well,
yeah.
no, I think that was always the sort of plan, really, because then he can just drop this one in and use that one in the middle to take him back up.
The white's natural. It's still on the pot.
Somebody on the comments are saying he had a big meltdown against Nosco last Supreme. Only assume he means Whelan. Was it 11-1 was it? Yeah. It's a surprise.
I nearly said it was a shocking result. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. It was a bit of a shock result.
Yeah, I mean, Max is a quality player, you know, and no doubt he can beat anybody in the game, but you don't expect that kind of result, do you? 11-1.
No.
I don't know what happened there.
I watched the first 2 frames, I think, where I think Max dished up and then I got a bit bored, so yeah, I'm guessing he played well throughout. Good finish there. Settle the nerves.
Somebody asking why Twomey isn't on the stream. Yeah, I know what you mean. His quality is Richard Twomey. I guess you've got to mix it up a bit. Dunster's been on the stream quite a bit, and so maybe giving other people a chance.
Dunster lives on the stream.
Yeah.
We can watch him for you anyway.
You had a nice match against Dunster last time out, didn't you, man?
Yeah. I was a bit tired after.
What was it, about 4 hours or something?
Yeah, 11-10 all the way, 4 hours. Wouldn't mind, but I had a chance to go. I think it was 10-8 up and didn't take it when I was 10-9 down. Got one of the best breaks, but it's not made a ball. But he's got one of the best breaks in the game, but the shark rack just changes it, doesn't it? Everyone's got a good break now.
What would you be looking at there? Thinking yellows. Probably.
Just got the awkward 2 to the left-hand side near the middle. Not sure.
They're there, but they're not gimmies.
No, they're definitely not gimmies, but I think I don't know actually. Reds are not too bad either, to be fair. Is he looking at flicking the black and then going onto the red in between the 2 yellows?
Yeah, he was looking at that angle of whether he's going to cannon the yellow, but it looks like he's going to get into it and go into the black now just to make sure. Oh, I thought if he was going to go into the black, he'd have kind of flicked it and kept the white coming down the table a little bit, but maybe he fancies this for a cutback.
Off the red?
Could be.
Off the red for me. Still got the other awkward one there, unless it sneaks in. I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't look like it. Unless he's looking at off the red again for it.
Exhibition. I think it was a 2-1 for this game. Jake, a really good price. I think Jack was 1-3. We're back. He's played a nice shot there.
Slightly hampered, but it shouldn't be an issue.
No, he's still pretty nice on it. It's kind of almost unmissable without the hamper in it, but then with the hamper it's a little bit awkward. But he's nailed it. That is 2-0. Apologies for the scores, they've not put it on the tablet yet.
Monitor's not on.
My co-commentator's just gone sorting out the scores there. Apparently they've not been putting it on because the app isn't on at the minute on the tablet. So we're getting that sorted out. Nice start here from Jake though, he's not convincing at the minute. Oh, that's harsh. He absolutely crunched those, didn't he?
Yeah. Certainly breaking well with the racker. Just needs to make a ball.
Yeah, that's 3 for 3, that, isn't it? Not managed to make a ball yet.
As long as the score keeps going like this, he'll be happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Score's updated now. That's what Jack needs, a nice chance to get going.
Yeah, it's all about getting nice on that ball on the left-hand rail, really.
Leave that one for the black hair. What if they do too much for his white ball?
Yeah.
Think he'll take this one near the black pocket now.
Yeah,
He could potentially leave that till last.
He could have it as his last ball, yeah. He could have the one on the rail second last and that last. Depends how he's feeling about it, really. Some people might take that one and come back up the table, sort of near that yellow, just above the black, and then take the other 3 out. So he's having a look at. Just depends whether he's quite on it, he might be a bit thin on it.
I guess it's not the easiest of positional shots. Just sneaks past the other one, I think. He's cutting it back. Oh, is he going for the top ball first? Just played that nicely. Maybe slightly high.
No, I think that's about where he wants. I guess he's going to stun that in and take the one middle at table to the top left. I'm assuming it doesn't go in that middle.
Is he looking at playing the cushion ball now? Just bringing the white back.
Oh, he's played that nice.
Slight angle, might just stun into the yellow. It's alright, but he has lost it a little bit. At least he can get his hand on the table if he wants. 2-1.
Yeah, it's come out nice then.
He's got going.
Somebody just asking about the cloth there. Yeah, so basically it's got a very thin nap on it, really, and it is a napped cloth, but it's very thin, which makes it very quick, very responsive.
Yeah, they are very, very responsive, which is good. Good for the viewing. Oh, good for the players.
Colour-wise, that's like a unique thing for Lee. Really, he's chosen to have it this colour, so it's a bit unique for the Players series.
Wasn't so sure about the colour at first, but it does look good on stream.
It does actually, yeah. I wasn't 100% when I first saw it, but yeah, it does look nice on stream.
Ready for the crunch. It's a good break, but a bit of congestion at the top.
Also asking if it's a Simonis, it's a Strachan cloth. I guess a Strachan and Simonis pretty much one and the same though anyway. I know it.
I'm not so sure, to be honest, Matt.
Yeah, I think they might be.
Did Strachan take over?
Yeah, I've got a feeling that I can't remember whether it was Hainsworth or Strachan. I think it was Strachan that, or the other way around, you know, Simonis bought Strachan, whichever way it went.
So looking at playing the yellow nearest to the top left bag and pushing the red to develop the other yellow. He's played it nice, but he's got a tough shot next.
Yeah. Thinking the long ball's the only one he's on there, maybe.
What about the one to the middle nearest to him?
Do you think it goes? I was just looking at the table, thinking that maybe that red's in the way. I don't know.
Yeah,
it does. He's certainly not got all the bags to go at.
I think on stream it looks like it does, but
yeah,
maybe
on stream
not.
it looks a little bit more open than what it does when you're on the table.
It's a good shot. What's he not happy about yet?
Yeah, he's still not quite happy there, but I don't know, I don't think he'd be too disappointed with that. I think he wanted to be on that one into the middle now, but if he can get nice on it, he'll be able to pot that and just run it through a little bit, and
I think
he's got the two at the
fine.
top at table. Should be okay, man.
He only needs to drop these two in realistically.
Yeah.
Dragged it in.
Somebody was just saying on the stream there that Nosco got off to a flyer against Whelan, dished the first 5, and Whelan just lost his head.
It's easily done in this game.
Yeah.
Massive mental.
Oh, what's he done? He might be losing his head with that one. He had no need to try and get there. I mean, he pretty much stunned that in and still had a cut on it. No need to try and get that accurate.
As silly as it sounds, you back him to get this, but I mean, he shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, I'll be annoyed at that one.
Newlove will want to take these now and
he literally just needed to just stun that in gently. You know, bring it back a couple of inches maybe, he'd have had an easy cut into the middle.
It's a great chance for Newlove to keep the pressure on now. Jack will remember. Jack will certainly remember that if Newlove clears here. For me, it's all about position to the black here. The black's a little bit tricky. Wherever he likes to double it. Well, I could even possibly play it to the middle, but it looks a bit tight.
Nice. It should be able to get pretty nice on this black. And if you get in behind it, taking it down the rail, I don't think you'd be too worried about it.
No, you'd be quite happy. He's nice on that ball there now. He's looking at 2 cushions and just above the middle. Oh, a little bit short, but I fancy it. Played it nicely. 3-1. I'll be in Jack's head now about that. Where he's snooking himself.
Yeah, it was a surprising shot from him. He could have just really stunned it in and had a thin chip. It would be one that you back him to get all day long.
Yeah, he's maybe tried to on 2 perfect.
Yeah, he just trying to cue it nice and make a point. I don't know.
So what's your opinion on the shark rattling? It's been here for a series now. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think it's fine, to be honest.
It doesn't take too long to set them up, a little bit longer than usual, but
not much. I mean, if you look at it last night when we were having a practice with it, we're pretty much racking up the same speed as what you'd normally rack up.
The frames are going a lot quicker, and to be fair, they're a lot more open.
Not quite sure why the rest takes so long here, to be honest. They do it like one ball at a time, and it seems to take them a little while to rack them up, but I think you could half the time that they do it.
It's very rare you see a cluster of balls stuck together unless they've fallen around 5 times and then gone back. It's all about making a ball though, because they've split so nice. 9 times out of 10. There's a good example. There's more in the back end.
Must be struggling to believe this, Jake. He just can't get a ball at all.
But he's 3-1 up.
He's catching them sweet.
It's that racker. It's dodgy.
Maybe he's hitting them a little too hard. There's sort of an argument at times for taking a little bit off the break. And, at the minute, that might be one for Jake.
I'm sure he'll be quite happy though, breaking, drying, still winning.
Jake won't be happy with that, right?
As he left.
Oh, he's left him red to the middle there, and if he gets that,
yeah,
he'll be fancying 4-1.
Little nip in the middle.
Yeah, probably have to go middle and then go long, I think, so it's not absolutely straightforward. Unless...
I think the middle's tougher than the long ball though, it's just...
I mean, just looking at him to be fair, the yellows aren't bad either, and he's got options on yellows, but...
Head referee Vivian removing the rack. So is he not put off one break yet?
No.
Potentially could be 4-1 up without putting off a break.
Yeah,
it's a good result considering. Where does he go now? He's got a nip to the middle, but he's travelling with his white a little bit. Is he on the long ball?
Yeah, I'm assuming that one goes past black, and I suppose it's all about whether he has to cannon into anything or whether he can avoid it.
Maybe he can just sneak through the gap. Back up into the 2 yellows, or just wide of them. Played it nice, so
Just
a little
to trace
flip.
a check on it. And,
He'll be made up. He's got this opportunity for 4-1 after dry breaking again. His head would have been in his hands. There's a few big matches, in this. Well, they're all big matches, but there's a few big matches later on for a first round. Adam Davis, Jimmy Croxton. Friends as well, I believe.
yeah.
Lee Clough, Gareth Hibbert.
Is it Phil Harrison and
I was going to say, yeah, Gillespie.
Gillespie, yeah, be a good game.
They won 3 events between them. 4 events played and they've won 3 of them. Is it 4?
3 events played, they've won all of them. This is the 4th one.
Oh dear, they are showing off.
Straightforward ball here for Jets. They got a 4-1 lead.
Wouldn't been expecting this chance when he was breaking dry.
No, it's working out quite nicely for him at the minute, really, in these dry breaks.
Like I say, it doesn't matter about the dry breaks if he keeps getting chances. Oh dear.
They're both crunching these breaks, but they're just not getting anything down off them.
For me, the break's lucky. You can hit them sweet, but you've still got to make a ball. Making the ball's lucky.
You get players like Cousins and John Rowe must be very lucky then, because they make a ball pretty much every time.
Yeah, they're very, very lucky.
They've got monster breaks.
It can just swing from match to match, though, can't it? You can be putting everything one match,
Yeah,
off the break, next match.
You go to a table which should be identical, and you just seem to be getting everything or nothing. It's hard to fathom it.
Oh, it's kind of a dot to dot.
Yeah.
Sounds easy saying it like that. It's not, but he'd be happy with this.
What were the bookies' odds on this match, did you notice?
Yeah, it was 2-1 Newlove, 1-3 Whelan. I wouldn't say it's not worth a single bet, but Jed does minimum of a double, I think.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Unless you had Newlove, obviously, then it's a good price. He's looking a good price at this. It was tempting because of the price for Newlove. He was the underdog to start with, but it's a great price. I can't see him missing these, to be honest.
Yeah, it was all on that one there. We had a bit of a stretch with that one, didn't this? There's always a chance that you could miss it, but straightforward now.
He's going to take the lower middle one, then the one over the pocket, maybe? Or is he taking one over the pocket first?
The pocket first, and then maybe the lower one and dropping the other one in.
Yeah, just sneak.
keen on that shot, to be honest with you.
No.
To be honest, I thought all the
It
way
could-
when you started to the one on the lower middle, that would have been the one I'd have been going for, because the other one, it's so central, it kind of just goes everywhere, doesn't it? So getting
Yeah.
onto it off that ball, off the pocket's easy.
He could have also played the one he played, but nipped it in just a thin clip and just sneaked back past the red, rather than screwing, because it's kind of easy to lose your white screwing,
He's lost it there as well.
especially on a cloth you're not used to.
Yeah, I think he's really made a mistake not taking the.
Is he going to have to
low
pot it
into
along now?
middle.
He can clip it to the middle, but he's not got a lot of control over his white, I don't think. He can't hold it, I don't think. He's played it nicely. I thought it was just sneaking in. It was just slightly wide, but I thought it might just drop. Whelan's got a tough clearance, but he'll just back with the shot, to be honest. He doesn't have to go for him though, does he?
Yeah, I mean, if he could get a snooker somewhere near that black, and maybe even cover the black at the same time that he does it, then that'd be ideal. He'd probably have to pot a ball or two to get him in position for it, but it'd pretty much win him the frame, that one.
There is a bit of room behind the red, near the cushion, near the yellow on the pocket. He can land on it still, and he's essentially covering the black pocket if he does miss it. Might be bumping that out now.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world for him, that really. He's still got the safety option, black's tied up now.
To be honest, I think maybe the safety is the better option now. Unless he can get into that black and just nudge it out of the way. Is he going to try and leave an angle, or is he going to gas?
To be honest, I don't think it's worth the risk in this position. The snooker's surely got a bit of better option.
Yeah, if you can find the right snooker. The yellow looks to be well in the pocket, so he's got to play it really nice to get out of the snooker. Obviously, if he's playing the snooker, he needs to leave as many balls on as he can. I think he's going into it, between the red and black.
Still not quite come out right for him.
He might lay a snooker behind the black here, Matt, and push the red to cover the black.
Problem is now he's got no other covering balls there, so he's got to get it right. And if he looks at that earlier on, there was several balls round there blocking it. I think he was going to pop this and nudge the black out, won't he?
Yeah, middle.
Well, he's gone way past
Well,
it.
he's definitely got an angle.
He's still okay, but it's not where he wanted to be.
He doesn't want to be clipping this and knocking the black towards the yellow. That's why he's screwing it, I think.
He's missed it altogether.
Oh dear.
He had left it very thin compared to what
Yeah, I
he
think
wanted,
he's playing it
but
with side as well, so he's kind of swerved it away from the red. That's the reason he's missed it.
Strange, because if you were playing it with any side there, I'd have thought you'd have been playing it sort of bottom right, which is swerved into it, but...
That's what I mean, yeah.
Oh.
But if he's kicked in there, he might have swerved away. I don't see what... He's alright there. This is for a big lead now.
Gives him that. Well, I mean, someone was saying earlier that Jack's head went a bit against Nosco when he went 5-0 down, and I don't think he'd be happy with a couple of things he's done here.
Yeah, I think that's why Jake's doing the same again. I think Jake had the same as us.
Half and Dad 6-1 up there on Cole Bedford. A standout on this first round, isn't it? Everybody else is reasonably close.
Cole was just saying yesterday how, for both of them, realistically, it's not the worst draw. I don't think he's thinking that now. There's not really any good draws in this competition, but I don't know this lad Shane's playing, Shane Thompson, I believe he's an Irish lad. Shane told me he was Irish and there's a big price for the bookie, but I don't know what he is.
I think Dunster's 4-1 up against Swoomer.
I'll let you keep saying his name.
Probably saying it wrong. Fernandez 3-1 up against Daz Lightfoot. Christy Caulfield 4-2 up on Rob Warren.
Well,
surprisingly, Story and Drew Hughes are only 1-all. Seems to be lagging behind the rest.
They're both very attacking players generally as well. Did they start slightly later with being on the mainstream though?
Maybe. Yeah, could have been held back.
It's a nice break from Newlove again. He's got first ball, maybe a little bit tricky. Then snip back or a yellow to the middle. Not sure what angle he's got on that yellow. I think he's travelling away.
Yeah, he'd have to dig into it and come off the back rail from looks of it if he's taking.
I think he's got to take one to the middle.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I mean, it's definitely on. He's got the angle to screw off the back rail. Got to get down on it a little bit.
Could essentially play it as more of a maybe a middle ball punching off the top rail, side rail, and leave the gap through the reds. He's got. Doesn't have to do too much. He's screwing it though, I think.
That's good enough. I think he'll try and get into the black here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't really want to go into the ones on the red and the yellow near the right and middle because he could go in off them. Called it well, Matt.
Just opened it up nice.
Just like the Newlove show at the minute, innit? It's. I don't think Jack's had many chances, but what he has had, he's not done anything really with. Jake's playing solid so far.
Yeah, he's pounced on the chances he's had, really, hasn't he, Jake? He's only made one real mistake, which was leaving the ball hanging over pocket, and obviously he managed to still sneak that for him.
Yeah. Tots it out for 6-1 now. I think if you've offered him this at the beginning of the match, he'd rip your hand off. Yeah, he's playing it long. If he'd have tried to play middle, he might have had the wrong angle for the next ball.
I think he's played it right there, and he'd always expect him to get this, and it's nice and simple.
Yeah, he's slightly left an angle on that, but he's all right. Ideally, want to be slightly higher or straighter on that, but he's all right. Whelan's going to have to get going now. Do you think he'll snap his cue for breaks dry?
There's not been many balls played. They've been splitting beautifully, really, but just not getting the balls. I think he's at 2 balls they've made and 2 dishes. Both dished them and they've got them.
Yeah.
See, Fitz is the next match on there on table 3. I think that's a stream table.
Craig Brown. He's got Craig Brown, hasn't he? Both very attacking players. It's probably why they've made stream.
Practice with Fitzy in midweek and smashed me up a couple of times.
Yeah, he said it was easy.
Yep.
I hadn't seen him though, but
straightforward for him. I was 6-1 and 6-0 up, and somehow managed to lose them both. once he gets going for it, so he can be hard to stop once he starts clearing.
Shane Thompson 5-0 up now. And Jared O'Gorman, I think that's what it's called. Half and Dad's 7-1 on Cole, Bedford. It's a fair few one-side matches if you look at the scores so far, but it's a long race 11, so...
Yeah, it can soon turn around like
I think I might have to get going in a minute and get ready.
Yeah, you're on at 12:30, right?
Yeah.
Nice, easy start for you.
I don't know the lads, to be honest.
Mr. Cousins.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he's half decent.
I think someone said he once won an event, I'm not sure what it was. Or two. He's putting the punt onto the red, is he? And then maybe screwing the other red out. Yellow, yellow onto the red. He's played that nicely.
Yeah, he's played very nice. I'm not sure he could have screwed it out then, got enough
Yeah.
into it, but the way he's played it to clear the pocket, it's a good shot. Just can't tell whether that other red goes past the yellow on the top right. I'm wondering if he was hoping to get an angle on this one into middle to be able to open it up.
Yeah, possibly. He has got the ball up top left in the balk. Could use that to develop it.
Well, he would have developed it, not quite how he wanted to.
Oh, if he's played that, I'm amazed.
Straight in, straight out. We were talking about that one earlier on, weren't we? About the,
Did it hit the back of the pocket?
Yeah,
I did, to be honest, I didn't see it.
the back of the pocket, that thing.
It was too quick for me. I've not woke up yet.
Yeah, he didn't look very pleased there, Jackson, whatsoever.
Little snick. Right, I'm going to have to leave you now, Matt.
Yep, no worries. Good luck in your game.
Thank you. There'll be someone else here soon.
Number one torturer, right? Yes, I'm sure you can,
Not anymore. I've
sure you
given
can
up that.
slow him down.
No, there's no stopping him.
If I see Tom asking for a shot clock, then I'll know what's going on.
Yeah, he's a bit slow player, isn't he? Right, goodbye from me.
Jack really needs to make the most of this one now. You know, it's a cracking chance. He's had a bit of fortune with the bounce out. Jake will be a little bit disappointed with that one, so it's a good one to jump on. He's going to take the long ball now, stun across. As he leaves himself a nice angle on that yellow next to the red. Should be plain sailing. Well, looks okay. Yeah, he's got a slight angle there, should be fine. Joined in commentary here by none other than Greg Batten. Is it going, Greg?
Yeah, it was going all right until I saw the scoreline of this match.
Would you?
Just did a cheeky £10 bet.
Yeah.
And needed Jack, but
Yeah, it's not looking so good for him at the minute. But
no, Jake's playing very well, isn't he?
he is. He's been solid. He's not really done anything wrong, to be honest. And even on this frame, he was going for the clearance end. It's just had an unfortunate bouncer. Oof, and then
It looked like the brakes were going pretty dry for
both
Jack.
of them.
Oh, for both of them, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, they both had one pot each and dished it each one. And then I mean, they both had chances really. Jack's made a couple of mistakes, a bit uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah.
And Jake's capitalised on them.
Jake's improved a lot, I think, over the last year or so as well, hasn't he? So
definitely.
very, very good player now.
Yeah, his game's come on a lot. Notice he's kind of combining the sharp wrap with a triangle, isn't he, each time?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of players do that, and that's a quicker way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, because you kind of throw them together in the rack, don't you? But I don't find it that bad to actually just rack them as is with the sharp rack.
No.
You're throwing in like 2 and 3 balls at a time. They're quite quick, really.
Yeah. It's just a routine, isn't it? You know where they all go, so.
Yeah. For some reason, the refs all seem to do it like 1 ball at a time, almost in slow motion.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up.
So, Jake to break off. He's hit them well. But again,
they've both been crunching them. Every break they've been getting them well, but just struggling to get one down.
so have you had a chance to practice on these new cloths?
Yeah, I had a bit of a knock last night. Came in with Matt Schofield. I was just commentating with Ben and Aaron Davies, and had a couple of hours on it. Nice.
Seemed really nice, yeah.
Yeah, they were good cloth. Yeah, they were nice and quick. They played a little bit like the cloths that he used to have on the Hainsworth.
Okay.
Cloths, the thinner sort of nap on there. They do have a bit of a nap, as you can see. You're getting a few finger marks and what have you.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's got a bit of a nap on there.
A bit of grip to it as well, though.
Yeah, there is. It's very responsive on that. It's one of those where you can go to stun a ball and you're screwing it back before you know it.
Yeah.
So they're nice.
I think most players prefer them to be quicker, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're kind of effortless then.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
don't have to be putting too much into the cue ball.
Jack's missed his intended cannon there, so he's got a bit of work to do now. I'm not sure if the yellows that are closest together, if one of them goes direct or not, down to the bottom left-hand pocket as we look, but we'll soon see. I think he's going to have a look at that now.
Thinking like the outside one, he might just be able to sneak it in a little bit side and screw back for the other one, maybe.
Yeah, or he may be trying to play the cannon into them now off this ball, which he has done. He's played that really well. You feel he's got to take this opportunity because 6-3 and 7-2 is worlds apart in terms of scoreline and obviously mentally for Jack as well.
Yeah,
this would be
getting him back on track at 6-3.
Gets him right back in it, doesn't it? Especially with his break next. Had a nice little bit of help off the red there. And if he can find himself close to the side rail near the middle pocket, he's pretty much unmissable then down the rail, you would think. Just needs to get good position now.
Yeah, it's worth saying earlier, they're playing nice down the rail because obviously it's a new cloth. They tend to slide in a little bit.
Yeah, you'd think here, he'd just play this pocket weight and he should be fine, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
So. I think the best way to play these is just almost soft stun them in, really. Just like that. Nicely done by Jack. He looks better now around the table as well. He looks a bit more positive. It's amazing what a couple frames on the bounce can do for your confidence.
It does. Makes a massive difference. You say a couple of frames ago, he looked a little bit out of it.
Yeah, he was in his chair, a bit dejected, wasn't he? Rightly, you can understand it. You want to get off to a good start in your opening match, whoever you are. Jack will be wanting to get a really Really good break now. Pot a couple of balls if you can, make a nice finish. And at 6-4, it's almost level game again.
Yeah, he's certainly been catching them well on the break, but he's not making many balls.
Have they been changing up their breaks, or have they both been hitting from the same spot every time?
I think they've been hitting from the same spot. It's a nice one. Wow.
Yeah, he's really caught those well. I think he has to go yellows, judging by the... Well, he has to go yellows, doesn't he?
Looks forced into it. Yeah.
He's only got one tricky ball, though, on the left-hand side of the cushion, next to the middle pocket.
Yeah, and he could probably screw that out with the one that's sort of middle of the table.
Yeah, just needs to get on that half ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for it straight away. That's a good shot. If he's got the angle and he can miss the yellow. Oh, that was the problem. But actually, he's potted both, and...
He's put one on the rail at the same time, but
yeah,
he's actually landed maybe with an angle, hasn't it? A little straighter than he would have liked.
If he was slightly lower down the table towards the black spot, he'd be maybe going reds here, but he's still going to go yellows. Screw into this awkward one. That's nicely done.
Yeah, and he can take it now, can't he?
Yeah.
Take it along as a plan.
Get rid of it now. And then he'll probably screw back for the yellow into the middle pocket, which brings him onto his slightly tricky yellow, which is on the right-hand side of the table. He's slightly overscrewed that. What he may elect to do is play a cannon and leave himself on the
leave himself on the outside of the
outside. Yeah, outside yellow, and then stun across. But he will be. We'll see how he decides to play it. He looks to be perfect if he just plays the cannon onto the red, but
yeah, unless he's thinking he's going to be a bit straight on it, and then he's not going to be able to get close to that yellow. Yeah, it's just a bit off angle on it now, isn't it? He's not going to be able to sort of get in behind it. Side there just to flick it in behind, and it's never seemed to happen.
looks like Mark Farnsworth had a tough morning. 11-0.
11.
Not sure
Did that actually go ahead, did it?
I'm not sure. I don't think his opponent turned up, but that never looked in, but that's the beauty of the new cushions, new cloth.
Yeah.
Jake's just having a little chuckle to himself.
Yeah, I don't think on the cloth that's been provided any better, I don't think.
No.
Oh, straight.
And he's furious.
It's maybe just, I mean, he overhit it anyway. It was hit quite hard, that wasn't it? But maybe it's just.
But for someone of his standard, that's unforgivable, really. And he'll know that.
He only needed to be playing for Bolt Line, really. I mean, that'd have been coming round off two and coming right back round that.
Yeah. Easy to say, obviously, but if he plays that with top and a bit of side, can aim for halfway up the right-hand cushion, you can't go wrong. Exactly. But it's easy for us to say.
Well, he did one in one of the earlier frames, to be honest. It kind of started the demise for him, where he had last ball on the back rail, slight angle on it, and all he had to do was just stun it in, and he had an easy cut on the black to the middle. And instead he's trying firing it in and getting dead straight on the black in the middle and snooking himself.
Yeah.
And it was literally just bring it back 2 inch, just stun it, you're happy. gifted both of those frames, really. And, it makes a big difference. He's going to be going 7-3 down. He could have been 5-all with those two frames.
Yeah, exactly right. And this is, this is what happens, obviously, if any mistake is magnified now. You can sort of get away with it in the first couple of frames, you don't go too far behind, but at this 6-7-3 down, first to 11, it's massive. Jack will need to going to need to win 8-3 from here.
Yeah. Well, always doable.
Yeah.
Looks like Richard Sweeney's having a bit of a comeback there against Dunster. He was a few behind. He's 5-4 now. And Dad's smashing it there against Cole Bedford, 8-1 up.
Wow. Dave Fernandez 5-2 up against Daz Lightfoot.
Yeah. He's in my bet, is Dave.
Is he?
Yeah.
Do you know Martin Hazel?
Kind of from years ago, yeah. It was a name around a lot of years ago, Martin. He seems to go off the scene for a bit.
6-5 down against Ben Tannett.
Yeah, it was a quality player going back a few years ago. Who have you got today then?
So I play Darryl Whitworth.
Oh yeah, no, Darryl, yeah.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, good player is Darryl.
Yeah, never played him before, so
Yeah.
I know he beat Phil in the last event, so
He
he's
did.
obviously a quality player.
Yeah, he won me a few quid on that one.
Did he?
So good, yeah, I had him to beat him, yeah. I've seen him beat Phil before. I saw him on the
Okay.
I saw him on the Premier League literally a few weeks before that. He beat Phil 8-1
Oh,
in the
wow.
Premier League. And then I came in here and he was like 5-1 to beat him for one match. I thought, you can't turn that down.
No.
And I actually doubled it up with one of my mates to beat Dunster. So yeah, it was a nice double. That's a bad shot there from Jack. Yeah, I mean we didn't put much in. It was just me and Matt who was commentating before. We just had a 5 each, and it was a bit of a daft bet, 2 big outside.
Yeah.
150 quid each back off 5, so it was alright.
That's open table as well now, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is. It was a terrible shot.
Do you know what Jack's... Do you think the red passes? Or is he... It's definitely open table, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why. Unless he's thinking of playing the red, screwing back into the 2 reds to pot 1 and develop something, I don't know.
The only thing he could be doing here would be playing the plant onto the yellow and going yellows and planting those down back. How's he be doing that? Maybe he is.
He doesn't realise, does he?
No, he does. Well, he knows it's open table because he's playing red onto yellow. So I think he's just tried doing that so he could open up those 2 yellows there and go yellows. Just seemed an odd choice, but. Jet might just screw that straight out now, that red.
Yeah, yeah, good opportunity to get it out straight away, isn't it? Like that. So how about you, Matt? Who you playing?
I've got Rich Wharton. Supposed to be playing him at 12:30, but he's struggling for making it, so we've gone for 3 o'clock instead.
Okay.
best in the last couple of events, so hopefully I'll do a bit better this weekend.
Yeah,
a
it's
bit of a better time.
tough field, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a tough field. Yeah, I got smashed up by Phil Harrison in not the last one, the one before that beat me 11-2, and he had like 8 or 9 off the break in it. It was ridiculous. I think it was something like 9-1 down, he had 8 off the break or something stupid. So.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Facing that. Just needs a good positional shot now, does Jake? And I think that's about perfect. If he can, I don't know actually.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I thought he'd have been playing for the
bottom
one
one.
on the back rail.
Yeah.
You think he can just sneak past that yellow? I don't know, because he's got an angle on that.
I don't think he can. He could if he was just rolling it through, but I think because he's got to put a bit of pace into it, I think it's going to widen the angle. Yeah.
I certainly think he needed to play for that one on the bottom because he couldn't really go wrong if he got onto that.
Yeah, no, you're right. He should have been playing for the one on the bottom, I think.
Yeah, he just widened it and caught the yellow. Dunster just opening up a little bit of a gap there again. 6-4 up. Adam Penwell 8-0 up.
Yeah, he's doing well, isn't he?
Yes.
Arfan 9-2 up against Cole Bedford. And Paul Riley 4-3 up currently against Carl Morris.
Shane Thompson doing well there, 9-1 up against Gerard O'Gorman.
So another chance now for Jack.
Who else is in your bet then? Are they all doing okay?
Ben 40, 4 all. No, it's all gone. Don't worry about that.
It's all gone downhill. I thought it was quite a tough round to pick, this one. There weren't many that stood out to me, really.
No, they're all a lot of even games, isn't there?
Some tough games later on. Towards the bottom of the draw. Some real tough ones drawn out. That's a total, because if it's not...
Yeah, I think he called total.
Yeah, he could just drop off and maybe get right in behind this if he plays it nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Looks like Matty Turner isn't a fan of the sharp rack there. I don't think they're too bad, to be honest. I think they're right enough to use. Don't take that long.
No, it's a
Guaranteed no dodgy racks often. Don't mean you guarantee the ball by any means, to be honest. I think you probably drive right just as much as any other time. But the only thing is you don't tend to get those sort of scrappy games, which for some players is good and for other players not so much. You know, there's some players that would be quite happy to have a few of those, really.
Yeah, exactly. Especially depending on scores as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack was in a bit of trouble there, and
Yeah, to be honest, when he played that snooker where he was only leaving the black in the way and it was quite straightforward here, I thought it wasn't enough really.
I think sometimes when you're quite far behind, you don't maybe take enough time and think through what's going to happen next if you play a certain shot, you know. So perhaps that's what happened there. Can't see Jake missing from here, and this to go 8-3.
Much as he unmissable off angle like that, you don't really expect him to, do you? It's confident enough.
We'll pick up the commentary when Jack returns. Jack just went off to the toilet there. No doubt he's trying to sort of G himself up mentally, get himself prepared to fight it out, because you don't. The last thing you want to do is lose your first match, especially in this format, because you know you've got such a long way to go in the losers section.
Yeah, it's very tough on that losers side, especially if you go into the first round.
Yeah. Wow, he's crunched them. He's thinking, why couldn't I broke like this to start? And he'll definitely be going for yellows here.
Yeah.
Probably you can go any route really, but probably elect to play this bottom right-hand yellow first of all. Get rid of the yellow in the triangle, and work his way up from there.
Probably could have got himself a little bit closer.
Yeah, this is missable, but you wouldn't think Jack would struggle, and that's a nice shot. I think he's going to just throw caution to the wind now, isn't he, and just speed up a little bit.
Yeah, and see what happens.
See what happens. You know, it's not like Jake has been not missing either in the last few frames. Jack's had chances, but he's not taken them, and obviously the last frame, the snooker he played, wasn't good enough, and he could quite easily be sort of 6-all in this match. Table behind's just finished, so that's Shane Thompson through to the second round. I think he's won 11-1 against Matt Schofield.
No, I wasn't playing Matt.
Oh.
No, I was playing Gerard O'Gorman.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
No, Matt's got Tom Cousins.
Ah, okay.
See, Matt called the score. He did well last time, Matt. He beat Dunster, so...
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, so never know. Could beat Cousins.
Apologies for that.
pulling away again there. Let's see that at the minute. Just purely because he's in my bet.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. And Dave Fernandez 8-3 up. They're the three I've got. With half and a 10-2.
Right at the last minute. He's forced into taking reds here, but
yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Don't look like he's got an opener there on yellows, definitely reds. And
he's
do
got.
you think he could catch it thin enough to maybe pop that one in middle and
Yeah,
break the other one out?
he possibly could, but he would need to catch it very thin, wouldn't he?
Yeah, it would be nice because you'd break that out and you'd land on that other one into the middle most likely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if your white was, a couple of inch off the rail, it'd be
Perfect.
so much easier.
Looks like he's playing it with a bit of side, so I think he did play it. And this has turned into quite a tricky finish now.
It has really.
He's not
He
happy.
actually caught that quite thick, really, didn't he?
He did, didn't he?
Definitely could have gone,
Yeah, I think you're right. Playing the safety, isn't he? Yeah.
To be honest, that's a nice shot. That he could have kept on going for it, potted that one into the bottom left, and he wasn't really going anywhere with it, was he? So I think he's played a good shot there.
Yeah.
And these tables are playing so nice, it's tempting to just keep going for those clearances.
Of course. Yeah.
Now he's got two shots, and it's just totally changed the look of the frame. Quite sure why Jack hit that so hard, to be honest. I mean, he could have just tapped out of that. And then Jake was still in the same kind of trouble that he was, really, that those two up at the top end of the table were tough.
Yeah. I think Zed's is not quite there at the minute, Jack.
Yeah.
But, as you say, if he'd have just hit the yellow, any pace, he's still asking the question of Jake. Whereas now he's got a free shot and he's not going to miss from here, you wouldn't have thought.
I was slightly surprised when he played that free shot then that he didn't screw back for that one into the middle, and then he would have had the ball is just potted to get him back down the table.
Yeah.
It's still straightforward enough, but so it made it marginally easier for him. It's certainly going to take a lot for Jack to get back into this match now.
Yeah.
Quite a bit to go his way, I think.
What time are you on?
It's supposed to be 12:30, but
Oh, 3 you said, yeah.
Can't make it. So
That's
I'm
all right
through.
though. At least you got a
Yeah.
morning to relax and get something to eat and then get ready. Where are you staying?
Just round the corner at the Clay Hangers.
Okay. Is that where you normally stay?
Yeah, it's decent B&B, and it's only a few minutes walk from here, so it's not bad.
What's the odds of Jack winning 7-1 from here then? Well, it's just gone up again.
Yeah, with that drive right.
Yeah.
They have, haven't they? Let's put out on it. I mean, it was odds on for the match as it was, wasn't it, Jack?
He was 1-3, wasn't he?
1-3.
Mm. Jake was 2-1, I think.
Sean Starry pulling away there, 6-3. It's Drew Hughes. I nearly put Starry into the bet, but I don't know enough about Drew really. I know he's a good player. I saw him in that, not the Premier League one that's on TV, but there was another one. Was it Champions Cup or something like that?
Yeah.
Like a good player.
Yeah, I think he's a good player, Drew. So tough to call most, a lot of these matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
A loose shot there from Jet. He misses that yellow. It's a fairly straightforward finish, but where he's landed there now, it's need a nice shot.
He's got to play a double, I think, isn't he? Or a plant?
Yeah, double if he can see enough of it.
Looks like he's playing the double. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not
The
sure.
cut.
Deceptive on the stream because it looked like he could double the bottom one on the stream, but when looking at the table, I don't think he could see enough of it.
No.
He does want to do the comeback. He must be making these.
Yeah.
Nice start there. He's giving himself a chance of putting this and opening the other one up or playing on it, whichever. He's probably opening it up. Disappointed with that one. Well,
That'll do.
he's on that one in the middle, and
That's how you get him out.
I think that was a bit of a frustration one with the amount he put into that one.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Just needs to get good position on his last red so that he can find his way onto the black. Probably could just pop the red stun into the yellow. Probably leave him on a nice half ball angle. To his last red then. But he's going a different way. If he can hold, that's fine. Which he could. So he just dropped down onto the black, you'd have thought. Good shot. There's one back.
Yeah.
Jake to break.
Well, the first two are pretty much in for my treble.
Are they?
Yeah, well, Arfan's in, 1-11-2. Dave Fernandez is 10-3 up, so looking good. But just got a sneaky feeling that Dunster's going to be the one to let me down.
Oh, why? What's the score?
7-6. Twins, it keeps coming back at him.
Toomey's a dangerous player as well, isn't he?
He is. He's a
Very
quality
good.
player. He seemed to take a bit of time off the game, didn't he? Really.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think if he hadn't have done, he'd be right up there now. Crept in there then, didn't it? Like it might hang on the edge.
He hit them so hard though, and they were balls flying everywhere. You'd have been surprised if he didn't get a ball. And Reds look absolutely perfect. Wow. This is just what you want when you're 9-5 up. But then they still need to be taken out, so
I mean, even the two up at the top end of the table are fairly straightforward.
you just can't really go wrong, can he?
Drag that one in on the left-hand side, bring it back, leave a bit of an angle, decent angle on that one up on the top right. Straightforward, really.
Yeah. I think sometimes in these positions you can think about it too much, overcomplicate it, and that's when you can go wrong. But
Must have just got that one out just for the sake of it, just because he could, because I think it went. So.
I would just be keeping it simple, taking these 4 reds out and then working your way up, because if he leaves, certainly the red on the right-hand side of the table next to the yellow, if he leaves that until, he's taking it now, this is the right shot, I think. Because it's in a slightly awkward position. Oh dear. But this is what I mean.
Just playing a man, and there's no need to, really, is there?
But I think he just took the wrong. The first shot was the wrong shot. He's cannoned into a ball and he didn't need to. Do you think?
Yeah, the ball that went, the ball that he canned into would have actually been my last ball.
Yeah.
I would have kind of took all these ones out bottom end of the table and left that one, took those 2 at the top, and then come down and had that as my last one, just to stun in and have the black hit middle. So I was surprised when he went into it. Well, that's a straightforward skill shot there for Jack. Fast up if he wants it.
Yeah. Red's almost fallen in as it is. Yeah, straight away, look. Just got to concentrate. Good shot. He wants to play, he wants to get his awkward yellow out now, so he's playing this ball. He'll either top it in or stun into it. No, it's a great shot.
Nicely done. And he took it then, knowing it was always going to be on that one on the top right.
And the thing is, if Jack takes these out to go 9-6, mentally, Jake is going to be thinking, well, how am I not 10-5 up? Yeah. Because there was a great break and they were easy, weren't they?
Oh, they were dropping. Really.
He just had to go the right way. And also, every time your opponent needs 2 frames, you're still hopeful, aren't you? You know? So Jack will be bolstered by that quite a bit.
Took these out very well.
Yeah, very confidently. All of a sudden, if you can win this frame, it's 9-7 again. It's match on, isn't it? So.
Another result in there, Dave Fernandez wins 11-3.
Yeah, good result for Dave because Andy's a steady player. Sorry, Daz Lightfoot, steady player. Dunster and Toomey still 7-6.
Drew Hughes on a bit of a comeback there against Star at 6-5. Keeping it close. Oh, straight in. Oh, what a break. Wow. Look at those reds. Assuming that red goes that's between the two yellows, which looks like it does, then these are very straightforward. Could just be laying this ball up, this top man, the one that he's looking at taking now, laying it up over the middle.
Yeah.
And then
just working on the bottom balls and then leaving the one over the middle till. Okay, he's gone a different way.
I thought he'd have just left that and then he'd have had these two.
Yeah.
He'd have been dropping that one in the middle, dropping this one and dropping black in that right middle.
Yeah, that's the way I'd have gone. Obviously, at the end of the day, there's, as long as he gets them, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
there's plenty of ways you can go about them. Viv trying to suss out how she can get rid of this right now.
no, I've already been. These have suddenly become a bit more difficult again. Matt?
Yeah, it's took these out in a very strange way.
That's a good double.
I think he thought he'd miss that in the way he's looking. It's perfect, really, just to stun down the table to kind of the corner around middle. Well, I think he needed that one, Jake. I think Jack was in a nice little comeback there.
Yeah, he was. And
He was looking good.
had a monster break, but unfortunately went in off. Rob Warren and Christy Caulfield are 8 apiece. So that could be going to the wire. Sean Story and Drew Hughes 6-all. few close ones. Paul Riley 6-5 up against Carl Morris.
Yeah, he did all right the last event. Paul Riley had a money match, didn't he? At the start of it against Rob Whelan. Won that one.
Yeah. So Jacob, we hoping now for a big break to win the match.
Break like his last one, really.
Yeah. Wow. Well, he didn't hold back.
Yeah, certainly can't then.
Blimey.
What are you looking at here then?
I think I'll be going reds here. I'll be playing the red down the bottom by the right-hand pocket first, and then you could play one of the reds on the side cushion to develop, unless this red goes direct, which perhaps it does. He's playing there. Oh yeah, it did easy. Only problem with that shot is he's slightly awkward now.
Yeah, he's not left himself ideal now, has he?
You should be able to drop the red in, shouldn't he, in the middle? Well, it's two good chances. He's
Passed up on there.
he missed on his own break. Yeah.
Oh, being called there, Greg. Shouldn't be reading these scores out.
What's that?
It's a bit of a spoiler if they want to watch the match first. Oh, where's he going with this one?
Dicing with death there, wasn't he?
There's some frame there for Twomey and Dunster. Must be on the same frame for about half an hour.
Yeah.
Although I can see Dunster racking him up now, so. Let's hope the score hasn't gone on because he's busy racking him.
Yeah. But it's definitely going to be 8-6 to Dunster because Toomey would have put it up already if it was him.
Well, it's not bad, but he's going to have to force it a little bit. Unless he's going to leave himself.
I think I'd just
or
be
do you think
dropping
you
it,
just
drop it in,
and leave yourself
and then
the
dropping the
middle?
last yellow in and leaving a long
Yeah.
black,
Yeah.
because at least it's going to be reasonably straight, and
Yeah.
you don't risk the pot then if you just drop it in.
Yeah, he's gone for it, he's gone all
Ah,
out.
fair enough.
Give
It wasn't
himself an
quite as
easier-
acute as we thought.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good shot though.
He's giving himself an easier shot here now, effectively, hasn't he? He just
Yeah.
needs to just
He
drag
can-
it back a foot or so.
Yeah, or he can top it in, whatever he
Yeah,
wants to
maybe
do.
Angle he's got.
Should be straight enough just to screw it back direct. Yeah, nice shot.
Well, he's making more of a match of it now, he's Jack, and I'm sure inside he'll be kicking himself a little for a couple of the chances he's missed.
Yeah, he will be, and Jack Just needs to make sure he doesn't go in off this time. And
yeah, it was straight in last
time, wasn't it?
Oh, that was unlucky, that one. Got battered into that corner back.
Yeah, he hit them good as well. We come up direct, but what can you do?
I mean, there was still nothing down, but you don't want to be going in off at these rules because that free shot's just a killer.
Yeah, and these are over. These should be over now.
Yeah.
You get that. The ready's pointing his cue at that. Get that out first, and then what I'd be doing is playing on a half ball red that's also on the bolt line to then develop the other one, and you can't really go wrong from there.
Yeah, you can actually do that straight away, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, free that one.
Free the one up. Play it
on the half ball.
Yeah.
You can't really go wrong then, can you?
No.
Kind of putting the white mower towards where that red is over the pocket really, and just bouncing out that way.
He's not playing it. Playing something different.
He's going to pot some balls first and then get on that one.
Yeah, I mean either way, he should still be able to find the right angle, no problem. But he could have done it straight away.
If he was going to do that, I'd have probably left himself on one of those two in the middle to get the angle, to get it off, because then you've always got that ball over the pocket there to make it nice and easy. But it should be straightforward.
Should be, but I don't like. I don't know.
It's not as straightforward as it would have been anyway.
No, I'm sure he'll prove me wrong here, but I wouldn't have gone this way. He thinks he's had a bad contact.
Yeah, Jack's thinking it's open table there, but it's not. He's definitely on yellows.
Which is fine. There's no problems, is he?
No issues.
Yeah. Obviously potted it on the thin side.
Yeah, he was hoping to go into that red machine and then leave himself on the yellow. Towards the left-hand top pocket. Well, he's certainly made these tricky now.
Yeah.
He's left him the double there, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think Jake will be going for this as well because it's a chance to win the match. No, it looks like he's eyeing up a plant instead.
Maybe a bit of safety in it.
Yeah,
Problem for Jack is he's not covered that red that he intended to.
no, exactly. Oh dear.
Quite a way away with that one.
Hmm. It's not worked out too badly, but he's still he's gonna struggle to get on, depending how he goes, isn't he? He's gonna struggle to get on the bottom yellow.
It's all Dunster into me.
8 all, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you starting to feel it a bit?
I've just had a bad feeling about it the whole match, to be honest.
I'm okay. I've only lost a tenner. So what did you put on?
Yeah, I've only had 20 on
Yeah.
it, so it's not too bad.
You can survive.
Still nice if you win, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Quite into that one.
Yeah, he needed to be straight on this.
Problem he's got is that if he does miss here, those reds.
Well, they're
really
yeah,
something
yeah,
out there.
exactly.
Do you drop this in? Do you stun it and come back about? What do you think?
I don't like any of it.
No, it's not the best at all, is it?
Tell you what, he's done as well as he can
Yeah,
from there.
that well.
Just needs to trust his cueing now and go for this 100%. Great shot.
Yeah, very nice shot. That position the white perfect as well. Oh, as soon as he hit it, he's just caught it thin. After nailing such a nice ball there at the rail as well.
Yeah, he felt like he'd done the hard work. And,
Maybe thought he might have put a little bit more into that.
yeah, because he didn't play it as confident as he played the one before, did he?
You play that ball confident, he gets it. Rob Warm.
Decider.
Decider.
Deciding frame.
He's just breaking off in it now, Chris. Let's break off.
And he's potted one.
And they look pretty good.
So Jake's played a snooker, but this shouldn't. Well, Jack's doesn't seem too happy, but
One cushion escape, but he's got to give it a bit to try and get out because there's a good chance of snookering himself there. Certainly going to need a bit of luck on it if he does get it.
Judging the cushions as well, they're new, aren't they, and stuff, so.
Yeah, they're going to slide a bit.
And how hard does he hit it? He's got to hit it hard as well, hasn't he?
Oh, great chance to take the match here.
Yeah, this now it should be all over, shouldn't it?
That's a nice shot there. Great positional shot there from Jake, and that should really be it.
Yeah, it should be all she wrote. This will be a good win as well for Jake.
So he's just going to head for the first time in the match there, 9-8.
So Jack is into the losers section, and after this black, you'd think that Jake will be into the second round of the winner's side. Well done to Jack, well done to both players. And we will be live again at 12:30 on this table. Thanks very much for watching.